So I logged off after a flawless ForceWipe with only 2 hours of playtime and prayed to wake up unraided. Wait, hold on a second. How did I get here? I think we have to go back to the beginning. It is ForceWipe. So it was the first Thursday of the month, meaning it was ForceWipe. And although I didn't have that much time, I decided to take on a 500 pop official Rust server as a solo on ForceWipe. And I had a total of 0 real deaths, meaning I had a flawless ForceWipe. And today we will be taking a quick look at a great ForceWipe strategy that, even if you don't have many hours in the game, will almost guarantee you a great start. Let's instantly make the first sleeping bag. And that's the first, and in my opinion also the most important point on this list. Sleeping bags are so important, and there are gonna be some situations later to prove this point. As you probably noticed, this server doesn't look like a 500 pop, and that is because I was one of the first people on the server, and you should be too. It is extremely OP to be there before the majority of the people, as that allows you to be the first person at your base spot and give you an easy start. You should be getting to your base spot as fast as possible. Try to not loot any barrels. You can loot crates if they're standing right in front of you, but avoid any time waste. Let me get my first bag down right here, so if I die, that's not a big problem. Although I didn't have any weapon for self-defense, I could just easily farm my resources for the base because I was the first person at my spot, so nobody would even try to attack me. Make sure that you only farm the resources that are really needed. If your starter is too expensive and too big, then just build a 1x1 for now. It's important to get a small base down instantly. If your base is too big, then you're gonna get killed, and we're gonna find another example for that later. Okay, that'll do. I think I should be able to honeycomb the base. What? They added animations! What the fuck is that? Okay, now let me get my sleeping bag down. And I cannot stress how important it is to farm a minimal amount of resources. I usually don't even farm a tool cupboard for my base. After slapping down my base with a sleeping bag, I then after head out and farm enough wood for my TC. Okay, now this one might be a little bit controversial, but on ForceWipe, I don't farm that much scrap if I don't have enough time. I usually head out to a tier 1 monument right off the bat because I'm still one of the first people out there, and then I instantly try to get sewing kits and 50 scrap. That is all. Some cloth and a tier 1 workbench, and I really don't need more than that on the first day of ForceWipe. He's running. No way. I just took that Ioka shot. We already have a bear rock. No way. Let me go farm. After that, I usually go out to smack a few nodes. Nothing too much, but just a little bit. And after that, with my newly acquired bow, I have to go hunt animals as fast as possible. I cannot stress how important it is to get a constant flow of furnaces on ForceWipe. Wait, the player's coming in my direction. Let me make some arrows for my bow. That should be a good idea. But that is what I usually do. But I saw an opportunity that I couldn't pass on, and that was a player, ungeared, running in my direction, probably ready to build a base. Oh, he's building. Oh, no way. That's the farming done. And a bear. And that is the prime example of why you should build a small base. If this guy would have built a 1x1 or even a 2x1, he would still be alive. And he didn't even have enough resources to build a 2x2. So I don't know what that guy was doing, but thanks for the stone. Okay. Very good. that has to stay wood for now. This base design is pretty complicated, but it's epic, I can tell you that much. And that is another important point. Choose your base design before you play the wipe. You don't want to waste time looking on YouTube while you should be farming. I feel kinda safe now. We have an airlock. The loot is looking pretty good. Let me lock the TC actually. And yeah, I'm feeling great, I'm feeling good. And once those furnaces go on for the first time, they're never allowed to turn off again. You always have to have a constant flow of wood and metal to keep these running the whole of ForceWipe. That is so important, because otherwise you'll have not enough metal fragments. There really isn't too much left to say, but this clip really just stresses how important it is to have sleeping bags around. Just watch. Oh, unlucky timing for him. Oh no! No way. No fucking way! No! Maybe he has no bag. Please tell me he hasn't got a bag. No shots. He didn't have a sleeping bag. No way. That is so lucky. That is so much luck. The rest of my ForceWipe mostly consisted of farming. There were a few interactions, but nothing worth mentioning. And at the end I had my bunker base complete. Building a bunker is always a great idea, because that almost guarantees you get through the first night of ForceWipe. The bunker that I built this wipe was one from Dust. Go check him out, he will be linked in the comments if you want to go watch the video. It's a great bunker. Although in my opinion on the first day of ForceWipe you don't have to be farming scrap all too much, you have to do that on the second day for sure. Blueprints are the most important thing in the game, and you just can't play without them. So the second day will probably mostly consist of boring scrap farming. But oh well, that's the way it is. And I'm convinced that it doesn't matter how good you are at this game, if you use this strategy, you're going to have fun on your ForceWipe. And that's also the end of the video. Please let me know in the comments if you've enjoyed this a bit new video format of a mix of gameplay and voiceovers and like a guide mixed into it. It's a bit complicated, but I think it's pretty cool. So let me know in the comments what you think of that. And if you've enjoyed, then of course make sure to leave me a subscribe, a comment and a like to boost the algorithm, because that really helps me out. But I'd say that's all for now. So see you next time.